It feels amazing being on a red carpet again. It's been, I think, 2 years since we've had a film in theaters. I know it's been 2 years since we have film in theaters, and 2 years since I've been on a red carpet. And that we get to do it and to finally return to theaters with Black Widow's first standalone movie. It was a long time coming. It was a longer time thanks to the pandemic, but we're here now. And I can't wait for people to see what Scarlett Johansson has achieved in this movie. What we talked about with Scarlett Johansson for many years when we were talking about doing her standalone movie was leaning into maybe some of what people expected, learning about her past, learning about some of her origin, but really doing the unexpected. And Scarlett had an amazing suggestion for a filmmaker named Kate Shortland, who thankfully agreed, came on, directed this movie for us, and has done something that is at once remarkably thrilling, like a Marvel movie, but very gritty in ways that Marvel movies aren't always, but extremely emotional. And that's really what Scarlett wanted to bring, was this sense of family, which Natasha Romanoff is always looking for. She looks for it at S.H.I.E.L.D., she looked for it with the Avengers, and we learn in this movie sort of why that is and what her original family unit was. And it was relatively dysfunctional, which also leads to humor, which the movie has. Well, when you have a character like Natasha Romanoff, who has been in the MCU for over 10 years, almost everything is an Easter egg. Almost every line, almost every story point has been referenced before. In particular, there's a scene in Avengers where Loki is behind bars on the helicarrier, and he's taunting Natasha with things. And a lot of what he taunts her with are things from her past that we didn't know about, that we learn and see firsthand about in this movie. There's also an Easter egg that originally was going to appear first in Black Widow and then show up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And because the pandemic's the only thing within our Phase 4 that was twisted a little bit. So for fans that watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, there's something waiting for them as an Easter egg in this film. I believe George Lucas once said, I attribute it to him, I'm not sure, that movies are not finished, they're just sort of taken away. They're just sent out into the world. For sure, at Marvel Studios, that's the way we work right up until the last minute, and then they're released in theaters. In this case, that was delayed. So we did continue working on it for a few months past what we were supposed to, which is just good and allows us to keep plussing it. But it was a new experience to have a movie that was just finished and just waiting for the world to open up again. And finally, here today on Hollywood Boulevard, it's open.